My name is Agnes Horton. I am from Minnesota and also California. When I came here last year, my son was in a wheelchair. So he had leukemia, and one of the medications affected his hip. So he was in a wheelchair for almost a year. And I remember I was sitting somewhere right behind where Pastor Jerry was sitting last year. And I was just saying to God, please mention my son's case. And the whole service went on. And Pastor Jerry was almost about to do the benediction. And he said, anybody that's in the wheelchair, rise up and walk.
Take that step, rise from that wheelchair. Rise from that wheelchair. Your legs are receiving strength. Those legs are receiving strength.
And I just have my son's phone, picture in my phone, just raising it up. So long story short, my son is walking, he's driving, and he's doing extremely well. My other testimony is that because he was sick, I couldn't work for almost 3 years. All our savings ran out, and he was about to graduate high school and go to college. And I was just trusting God, and God said I would do it. And every time Pastor Jerry, like anything I'm worrying about, Pastor Jerry will mention the word. He would mention the word every time, like as if he was in my bedroom, like God was just transmitting directly from my bedroom straight to Pastor Jerry's ears. And my son got accepted into college, and he got 2 full scholarships. We even started turning down money, and some of the scholarships will even give him like cash for stuff like that. And he's going to college. Right now, he is the head of campus ministry in his university. He's a deacon at 19 years old, and God is doing exceedingly abundantly more than I ever prayed for. My last testimony is I was a nurse in Liberia, and I moved here. And I just couldn't find the strength to take my nursing exams. I would buy all the materials, but I would never sit the exam. Until I joined the altar of fire in 2022, and Pastor Jerry just started to pray. He's like, I break the siege from over your life. I break the siege from over your life. And I just started studying from 6 to 6. And in March of last year, I passed my exam as a registered nurse. Hallelujah. And then, because my son was still in the wheelchair, our apartment was not accessible, so I have to lift up the wheelchair, and then he will bump himself up. Then we go to the car. So I said, God, how am I going to walk? So I had one wheel. How am I going to be able to work? So I bought another wheelchair, one in the apartment, one in the car. It was just really hard for me. And then I got a job working, and I said, God, this is not what I want to do. And Pastor Jerry always declare, he's like, pray for more, expect more, expect more. And I said, God, I want you to give me an office. I want a really high job. Like, I was like just praying out of bigger than anything I could ever imagine. And towards the end of the year, I got a really good job. And then God's like, I'm going to give you one more. And then this person just called me from California. She's like, you applied for this job. I said, I don't remember applying. I said, I don't want to be a manager. I just want to be a regular nurse. She said, no, I look at your resume. You can be a manager. So I did all the interviews. I got hired. And actually, when I got there, and my boss said, no, you're not a manager. You're actually a director. So I was like, oh, my God. She said, because we've been advertising the job and as a director, and nobody wants to apply. So since you're here now, they changed my name tag. I'm the director of nursing at my facility. God doubled my income. Before when my son was in treatment, we were living on food stamps. But God has taken us out of it. God has placed us, and I want to bless God. My son is doing well. I'm working. No more hospital visits. No more physical therapy. No more food stamps. I'm living my best life. I'm serving God to the glory of God. Hallelujah.